Hi, this is Chef Dave and this is Chef Supratim.
Hi.
We are from Hyacinth by Parsha. So now we are going to introduce chocolate truffle cake, which is we can say a dark chocolate cake, which is specially made for the birthday, and chocolate we usually say good for heart and good for health and a significance of love. So my chef will going to introduce the how to make the truffle cake. So please start.
With the ingredients, we have to make there's a 2-layer steps in there to make a chocolate truffle cake. So first we have to make a sponge, then after that we have to make a chocolate truffle, then there is a cake we have to accompany the cake. So first we'll start with the breaking the eggs and making the sponge. So I will break the eggs.
He is adding, see, the same procedure as before. In eggs he is adding sugar. Beat until unless all the sugar granules gets melted and mixed in the eggs properly.
Then after that you add some melted butter into it. Then your flour and alongside the cocoa powder.
Cocoa powder is very important to make a brown sponge, and it gives a very beautiful taste to your sponge, which gives the finish of your product.
So your mixture is ready, then you have to put the mixture in a baking mold, chocolate cake mixture.
So this is the first episode, or you can say it's the first steps for this cake.
This is the mixture of chocolate sponge. We'll put it in the back to the oven for 10 minutes.
This is the sponge mixture, and this is the mixture through which we got the sponge, and this sponge will help us to finish the truffle cake. So now we're going to demold this, and then we're going to finish the product. So we're going to present this one. Now my chef will going to finish up the product.
The first thing is that we have to take a bread knife or the cutting knife. You have to cut it into 3 layers, your sponge. So place like this.
So we need to slice the sponge just like a bread in a 3 slice. So after we slice the bread, it comes into very thin bread kind of a texture, and this thin slice we're going to pour over chocolates and cream, and we're going to finish the product.
This is the sponge. So now I need to put the truffle inside.
This is a chocolate truffle. It's just a melted chocolate and cream mixture.
Right. Flat the chocolate truffle in all the sides of the sponge. Like
as you can see how this stand helps us to rotate the things. So that is the only reason we need a stand, because it helps us to rotate and spread the ingredients or the chocolate mixtures in an even way.
Then your next layer comes on top. Again you have to do the same thing. You have to put your chocolate truffle on the top of the sponge. Again do the same thing. If you don't have this table in your home, you can do it by your plate also. You can rotate your plate and use like this way. Then the next step, the next layer will come on top. Then after that, now the most toughest part of the cake, you have to finish the cake. So the same thing goes ways to start. On top, then the cider part, you have to finish it. Yeah. So now this way the cake had finished. The cake is finished. So now you have to garnish the cake. So for the garnishing, we need only white chocolate to pour on top. So you have to hold the chocolate like this, and your knife will help you to grate the chocolate on top.
This is the chocolate truffle cake to serve to our guest and to the family member of our family. So if there is any birthday party or the celebrations or the anniversary, this is the most celebrated cakes throughout the world, and it represents the love, affections, and to celebrate the joy. So it's ready to serve to our family member.